Hey guys, and welcome to this episode of Review Flicks. In this video, we're going to be talking about a potential casting update for an actress that may be playing Abby in The Last of Us Part 2, the TV show. So guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, stay up to date with all the movie and streaming news we have going on around here. And with that down, let's jump into this Last of Us news. So guys, we're going to dive into this article from the Sci-Fi and Fantasy Gazette. No One Will Save You star Kaitlyn Dever reportedly in talks to play Abby in The Last of Us Season 2. So after an extensive search, it seems Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann may have found their Abby Anderson for the second season of HBO's The Last of Us, and it's certainly a surprising choice. Yeah guys, I apologise, I'm a little bit late to this news. It came out about 4 or 5 days ago. I did miss it, that's my mistake. But I wanted to talk about it guys because The Last of Us Season 1 was absolutely incredible TV. They outdone themselves on HBO. It was just an incredible season. It was better than I thought it would be. And it looks like we're going into Season 2 at some point in the near future, I hope. And this actress, Kaitlyn Dever, who was in No One Will Save You, the alien invasion movie that recently came out on Hulu, she could be in talks to play Abby, but I'm not sure if fans are going to be happy about that because this actress, Kaitlyn, she doesn't look anything like the Abby character. The Abby character in The Last of Us Part 2, the game, she's a rather, she's got a big frame, she's got a lot of muscle and a lot of bulk on her, appearance-wise. And the actress just doesn't conform to that appearance. So I don't think fans are going to be too happy appearance-wise. The actress herself is actually quite good. No One Will Save You is the first time I saw her. I didn't like the movie itself, but I thought she did really well, acting the role within the movie. And would I be happy with her playing Abby? I would rather they get someone who's looks more like Abby the character, because for me, an important part of the Abby character is kind of her appearance and what she looks like. She's quite a big, stocky girl, and I want that appearance to continue through onto the TV show. The Last of Us Season 2. I know that some people don't care about appearances as long as the actress for the role of Abby is good. But look, guys, let me know what side of the fence you fall in when it comes to the appearance of Abby. Do you care if the actress actually looks like Abby, or would you rather just have a good actress? Let me know. But let's keep reading, guys. So, despite a recent rumour that Black Widow star Florence Pugh had landed the key role in the second season of HBO's adaptation of the best-selling survival horror sci-fi video game, we're now hearing that another actress has officially entered talks for the part, and this one casting choice that's sure to stir up a lot of conversation. That's exactly what I was just saying, guys. So according to Jeff Snyder, Kaitlyn Dever from Booksmart, No One Will Save You, is an executive producer, a co-showrunner, Craig Mazin, and game creator Neil Druckmann's pick to play Abby in Season 2 of the critically acclaimed series. So spoilers, it's not really spoilers, guys. The games have been out for, years at this point. So if you haven't seen the games and you don't know what happens, I'm pretty surprised at this point. But be warned, just going forward, it's going to be talking about some of the narrative that happens within the games. So if you don't want to know about it, the games have been out for ages. So spoiler going forward if you don't want to know about it, guys. So spoilers for the games and potentially the second season of the show follow. So, in the game, Abby Anderson is a formidable member of the WLF, the Washington Liberation Front, who is obsessed with tracking down Joel for killing her father, the doctor that was preparing to operate on Ellie in the season finale. She succeeds in gaining her revenge, but is set on her collision course with Ellie, which takes both characters to some very dark places over the course of the game. In the end, the two engage in a brutal battle. We're not going to spoil what happens, just in case. Okay guys, so it doesn't actually spoil it. But yeah, guys, the climax of The Last of Us Season 2, where you have Ellie and you have Abby, and they come face to face for the ultimate kind of showdown at the end of that game. And the gravitas, the drama, just the drama that just unfolds on screen. It's potentially the best game story ever made. Like the drama, just the heaviness of the drama, the sense of loss, the despair, and the whole world and the kind of mythos that's set around The Last of Us is just absolutely phenomenal, guys. And they really need an actress who can pull off that kind of heavy lifting and that drama of the Abby character to go up against, the Ellie character in the Season 2. If they don't have that correct actress, then it's going to fall flat. It's just not going to work. So that's something that I'm worried about. But whether this actress can fit the role, I'm not really sure, guys. Only time will tell if she gets the role, that is. So, Abby is a tall, jacked, and imposing. One character describes her as being built like an ox. Yeah, that's not, that's absolutely true. So while Dever could obviously bulk up to some extent, the actress' slight frame and height of 5'2", would seem to suggest they are going in a very different direction for this take on the character. Guys, if they, if this actress did land the role, and people would be comparing her to what Abby is like in the game. Obviously, like they say, Abby is, she's got a lot of muscle on her. She's got a big frame, built like an ox, as it says here. And this actress has got a smaller frame, doesn't really look anything like her. There would be huge backlash. People would be so mad about it. Believe me, guys, if you had this casting choice, the internet would explode. People would go crazy because she doesn't look anything like Abby. Even if she's got the acting chops, people would hate it because of the appearance-wise. So funnily enough, Dever actually auditioned to play Ellie in Season 1 before Bella Ramsey landed the gig. That's interesting, I didn't know that. So check out the recent poster, which is inspired by a key moment from the second game below. So from Neil Druckmann, no Last of Us on HBO tonight, but Season 2 is already on its way, endure and survive. Guys, we will be checking out this Twitter post, and then we're going to go over and read some of the community responses to this Twitter post and see what people are saying about it, because I'll be interested, guys. So, for those of you who don't know, The Last of Us is set 20 years after modern civilization has been destroyed, and centers on a relationship between Joel, a smuggler in this new world, and Ellie, a teenager who may be key to a cure for a deadly pandemic. Joel, a hardened survivor, is hired to smuggle the 14-year-old girl out of an oppressive quarantine zone. What starts as a small job soon becomes a brutal, heartbreaking journey as they traverse the US and depend on each other for survival. How would you feel about Kaitlyn Dever taking on the role of Abby in Season 2 The Last of Us? Be sure to drop a comment below. That goes for me as well, guys. I would love to hear what you have to say about this. Do you think that she would be good for the role, even though she doesn't remotely look like Abby? Let me know what you think about that, guys. But yeah, I just want to say, guys, if you haven't played The Last of Us games, go on YouTube, do yourself a favor, as a film fan, as a fan of this franchise, go online and just look up the story of The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 and just watch the cutscenes, the whole story on YouTube, because it's, when it comes to game storytelling and movie storytelling, this game beats out an awful lot of movies that I've seen, guys. The story is phenomenal, the drama, the plot, everything about it. So guys, if you haven't seen it, make sure you do yourself a favor and go and watch it, because, you don't want to miss out. So guys, let's hop over to Twitter and read some of the community responses to this post, and let's see what some of you guys are saying about it. So landing over on Twitter on Neil Druckmann's Last of Us post, let's go down and read some of the responses, guys. So, they need to cast Katie O'Brien from Ant-Man Quantumania, The Mandalorian as Abby. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, look at this. Yeah, that's a dead ringer for Abby. I mean, look at the build, the muscle, the jawline, like, everything just looks similar. Wow. Yeah, appearance-wise, I don't know if this is an actress. I mean, I don't know who Katie O'Brien. I'm not familiar with this person. I might have seen them in something. But yeah, like a dead ringer appearance-wise, but if she had the acting chops to go with it, then wow, that would be a fantastic casting. Yeah, I could definitely see that. We will be watching The Last of Us Season 2. Absolutely. The first season was must-watch TV, guys. One of the best things on TV in years. No lie, earlier today I was thinking how freaking bummed out I was that there was no Last of Us episode tonight. The wait for Season 2 is going to be brutal, but I know you and Craig are going to give us some incredible stuff. Just have to be patient. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. I know what we're like in this day and age. We're all kind of like, we want everything now, and we want it quick, and we want it fast. We live in this kind of instant society. But unfortunately, sometimes good things take time, guys, and I'd rather wait, a year and a half if we have to get the best possible Season 2, rather than it be rushed and then have bad quality. So just bear that in mind, guys. Shannon Berry, please. Oh, wow, yeah. She looks very similar as well. Yeah, same build, same build, same face, same appearance. Yeah, that's a dead ringer as well. A lot of great casting choices out there, guys. Definitely. It looks a lot better than, the actress we were looking at during this video. That's for sure. I don't know. I feel like if Joel dies in the way he dies in the game, and on television, a lot of people will stop watching, just like in The Walking Dead when Glenn died in a similar fashion. If Pedro wasn't such a great actor, maybe it wouldn't be a big deal, but yeah, I don't know, not giving high hopes. Well, I mean, the thing is, obviously they're pretty much taking inspiration from the games. They have to. It's pretty much like 90% of what was in the game was in the show, but then there's 10% where I would say roughly about 10% where they changed it. They added things, they made it, you have to adapt it for TV, so you have to change certain things. But the scene in which Joel dies, I mean, I don't know how you can really change that and change the gravitas of what's going on in that situation. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know how you sort of get around it. You have to have that scene on TV in the second season. Because it's, you know, it's one of the pillars of the story of season 2. So, yeah, I'm not sure how they would get around it. And I don't know why it would piss a lot of people off, because anybody who's remotely interested in The Last of Us by now knows what happens in, you know, the part 2 storyline, what happens to Joel. So I don't know why anyone would be pissed off about it. Casting idea. Yeah, casting idea. Oh my god, I'm skipping out on her name now. She was a wrestler, wasn't she? And she's the UFC. Oh, the name's just gone. It'll come back to me in a minute. Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, that's the one, guys. Yeah, she would be a great choice, but does she have the acting chops to pull off the gravitas of the character of Abby in season 2? I don't know if she's quite that strong of an actress. She definitely looks the part. She's got the build, that's for sure. How about giving Ellie a happy or at least bittersweet ending in part 3? Gotta make all the sacrifices worth it. No, because I think The Last of Us is about despair. It's about pain. It's about how much, you know, pain people can endure and all this kind of stuff. It's a sad story. There's nothing really good or happy about the story, you know. And do we need a redemption arc for Ellie, or is she going to go further into the darkness if there's a part 3? You know, I'd be really curious to see what happens. It's all right. Queen Latifah still kicked some dude's ass. Sunday was saved. It's okay, baby girl. Yeah, this scene in, oh my god, this scene in The Last of Us Season 1, man, it gave me chills. It's giving me goosebumps looking at it. Guys, if you haven't seen the first season of this show, you need to get on it. Yep, cancelling HBO now. Go back to 20 plus episode seasons, you cheapskates. This is the way of the world now with streaming though, guys. It's kind of 6 to 8 episodes. It seems to be the norm now because they spend a lot more money per episode. So season 2 is already on its way, endure and survive. But you can't use The Last of Us Part 2 as the plot for season 2, right? You ain't use... Yeah, a lot of people are like, so you're going to give us season 2 based on part 2, the game, but you don't want to have Joel die in it. It's like, well, you know, you can't have it both ways. If you want part 2, the game adapted to season 2, then you've got to have that scene. It's got to happen. It's part of what happens in the story, you know? Don't kill Joel, you can fix the mess. I don't think it's a mess whatsoever. I don't see what all the backlash was about it whatsoever. We'll read a few more here, guys, and we'll finish off. So where are all the zombies in the zombie show? Guys, they're called clickers. They're not called zombies. But it's not really about that. That's not what the show is about. It's about the human story. It's about the element. It's about the character of Ellie and Joel. It's not about the zombies, really. That's not really what it's about. He ain't ready. Yeah, I love this meme. So we'll finish on this one. I'll watch it with an open mind. Wasn't too keen on what took place as soon as the second game started, though. The Joel and Ellie dynamic is what's appealing with the first game, and playing the remake is what makes the game entertaining and meaningful to me. Yeah, that's fair enough. Season 2 promises to be amazing and impactful. Cannot wait. That's a good place to finish up here, guys. So yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of people saying about, they want, obviously, The Last of Us Part 2, the game adapted to Season 2 of the show, but they don't want to have the Joel scene, but unfortunately, that's the main part of the plot that pushes the narrative forward. There's no way that you can get around that and keep The Last of Us intact as a narrative. At least I don't think there is. But guys, that's kind of where we are. So what do you think about this actress choice of Kaitlyn Dever from, No One Will Save You? Do you think she would be a good fit for the role, or do you think that she strays too far appearance-wise from the role? Let me know what you think, guys. I'd be really curious to hear your thoughts, comments, and opinions. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you soon.